end of an era. The Eagles missed the finals for the first time since 2014 after an intense final round against Brisbane. The Gabba was the site of high drama as the Lions snuck into the top four while West Coast season came to an abrupt end. They showed spirit in going down against a star-studded Brisbane outfit, but it wasn't to be as the Eagles prepare for a September without footy. Welcome to the final Eagle review for season 2021, proudly presented by Steak. Steak lets you buy Uber shares as easily as you order Uber Eats. Plus, they don't charge commission on trades, so find Steak in the App Store today. Tyson Beattie, Saturday, watching AFL games, it was honestly one of the wildest days of footy I've ever seen. And it had shades of West Coast Finals Subiaco home and away game in season 2017 when they were playing the Crows, except we were just on the opposite side of the win-loss fence this time around.
Yeah, it's true. But you know, Thumper, we actually had the longest active finals qualification streak in the AFL. It was 6 consecutive seasons, going back to 2015, Simo's second season. And in fact, we'd only missed the finals 3 times in the last 11 years, 72%. That's remarkable. Now, when you consider the AFL is all about equalisation and you're supposed to have your time at the bottom, we've really overachieved in that way.
That's a fair point. And while we needed other results to go our way that eventually didn't, that's not stopping us riding this game for what we thought was a possible finals entry. And when Cripper nailed those final 2 goals in a row in the fourth quarter, geez, we were up and about. But eventually the Lions just went bang. They put their foot down and this real gutsy performance from the West Coast Eagles fell short, and ultimately they were missing so many key personnel they just couldn't overcome.
Yeah, it's true. Some of the names we were missing, big names, Hearn, Gov, Shepherd, Kennedy, Kelly, Redden, Duggo.
Serious names.
A combined 11 All-Australian jackets in that lot. And we ended up having the youngest backline in about the last 8 years or so. Tom Barrass, the oldest at 25.
That's right. So from Brisbane's point of view, they had Harris Andrews come out late, which is a big out for them. They had Marcus Adams come in, which is a very handy like for like in a sense. But I mean, to start the game, the Eagles, they booted the first 2 goals and they needed that. Away from home, underdogs, that really got them up and about. But eventually the Lions, they took over through the likes of Rich off half-back and Zorko. They had about 14 score involvements between the two of them, which combined in a 7-goal run for the Lions. And once again, it's a tale we've seen too often from West Coast. They just couldn't stop this momentum, and the scores coming from a mix of turnovers and stoppages, and they were well and truly on top of this contest.
And a similar tale over the past few weeks has been that lack of efficiency, Thumper, which we had similar amount of inside 50s, but just couldn't deliver inside 50, which was something that we were doing at the very start of the season, but not so much recently. I think at that stage of the game, though, I think a lot of people might have thought it would have been over, particularly with how damaging the Lions were at moving the ball from their back half, and they dominated the tackle count, 34 more tackles for Brisbane. They also had 21 intercept marks, and again, like all season, very tough for us to stop that momentum.
100%. I mean, they had, I think it was like 11 intercept marks to 1 in the first quarter, and it was very West Coast-like from back in the day. But 30 points down, it looked Red Rover, and they showed a tremendous spirit getting back into it. It was led by this man, Nick Natanui, who was our Steak high flyer player of the game, and really fitting that this man takes out the final award for round 23. He had 21 contested, unreal for a big man. 53 hit-outs, so he was so dominant with his ruck craft. 11 clearances, 10 score involvements, and no doubt the front runner for back-to-back John Worsfold medals. Sensational effort by the big fella for playing a truckload of games this year.
Yeah, well, he's one of only 5 players that have played every single game. Sheed, Cripps, Darling, Cole, the others. And he also is probably in line for that 3rd All-Australian jacket. Hey, what about Elliot Yeo? His 150th game for West Coast. Pretty good game.
Absolutely. He was rounding into some quality form that we're so used to seeing from this gun. 29 disposals, 17 of them were contested. He had 11 touches in the second quarter to get West Coast back into this contest. 5 clearances, 6 inside 50s, and he combines so effectively with Shuey. The two of them, obviously they've had their injury struggles throughout the whole season, but they had a hell of a game. Boots has finished with 35 disposals, 12 clearances, absolutely feasting in there. Let's hope these two boys have a quality rest, get their bodies right, have a great run over the summer months, and put forward a ripping 2022 season like we know they're capable of doing.
Yes, speaking of Boots, what about this play from the skipper? One of the best of the season, a running torpedo inside 50, hitting Darling, one of his 3 goals on the day. Hey, Liam Ryan had 3 goals as well from 4 kicks in the second quarter. We didn't have JK, and then Oscar Allen going off in the 3rd term with his 2nd bout of concussion in 2021. Fair bit rested on him and Darling's shoulders, so it was pretty admirable effort by the forwards.
100%. And then in the end, it's season over, TB. That's all she wrote. So there'll be many disappointed fans, the coaches and players having to watch on in September for other teams to do their finals campaign, and it's going to be foreign terrain. But ultimately that's the end for this show as well. So we're going to finish it like we always do.
Roast of the round.
Let's do it. So kick it off. Nick Nat, what a game, what a season he had. And have a look at this pre-game routine. He's twerking in the middle of the ground.
Oh.
Hey, big fella, if that's what you need to get up and about, you keep rolling with it. In the last quarter, Berry missing this absolute soda from dead in front. Tom Cole comes up to remonstrate. Berry goes to ground, free kick. That puts it back out to 2 goals. Let's have a listen to how Gary Lyon thought it all went down in the commentator's booth.
We're ahead having a look at something else, ahead in your numbers, and there's the first miss.
Well, so you don't like it? You don't think it's a free kick?
No.
Okay, don't put yourself in this situation.
What situation? You're allowed to make body contact.
What's that? Running over and getting in his face like that?
It wasn't that. It wasn't. I understand what you're saying, the overt aggression, I'm with you. I don't think it was overt. He went to ground way too easy, Berry. Milked the free kick, good on him. 12 points the margin, game on.
Now, the pressure was on in the fourth quarter, Thumper, and it certainly had a toll on the goal umpire. Have a look at him go to ground here.
It was all too much for him, TB.
Now, Mark Hutchings, decorated player. I mean, you have to say premiership player, well over 100 games.
Yep.
Does Alistair Lynch know who he is?
He's had 19 tackles in the last 2 weeks as well. He's the man I'd be targeting. Hutchins coming into the side as that late change for Edwards. I'd be sending Hutchins straight to Zorko because he is the barometer for the Brisbane Lions.
Well, you're just going to miss letters off people's names, TB. Is it Clayton Olive running around for the Demons, almost winning Brownlows? Just learn the names. Learn names. Oh, mate, Hutto. Love Hutto. One of the GOAT play-by-play callers in the AFL. I think he just got a little bit mixed up on this occasion.
Slippery ball to control and contain. Sheed into the pocket. Oh, the Eagles take care of each other. They go down like pinballs, still out wide.
Nothing like mixed metaphors, is there, Thumper?
So how does the pinball go down? It's hard for them to fall over, I guess. The 10 pins, 100%, but ultimately. Now, finally, TB, we don't really know what the future holds for the show. So after 12 years at the helm, I just wanted to say a massive thank you to all the Eagles fans who have watched and supported us for any part of that journey. Thank you for joining me as co-host. You are number 4, and all said and done, up in the power rankings.
Ranked number 4?
You'll be right up there. Not 1, but you'll be high.
Well, why don't we just roast ourselves because, you know, you've showed up every week to support watching Eagle Review and we really appreciate your company throughout the year. All the best.
Got to get him through his warm-ups. Oh, that's sensational viewing.
Oh, thinking about... Sorry.
What's he thinking about? No, I can't. Back to back.
Is that too strong?
Back. Yep.
Sorry. Do that again.
Bring a hat from home, buddy.
Now, celebrating their premiership reunion again. So a few ironies in that particular sequence.
Probably could have pulled up a bit earlier, I dare say.
This has been a disaster. Okay, do that one again.
So pronunciation is not how you pronounce it.
It's pronunciation.
Oh, pronunciation. You'll be right.
All right, let's go to the winner, and let's go to the... Now, Caleb Strong, best on ground for the England.